Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. You have found Talk Yarning to me. My name is Zuri. I'll be talking yarning with you for a little bit. And I hope everyone's well. Hope everyone's doing great. It has been, today's the 16th of October. It is yes, 16th of October. It is a Wednesday. And I'm doing all right. I'm a little bit tired. I took the day off of work today because my mom had a doctor's appointment and I could not remember exactly what it was. It was a specialist, but I couldn't remember what it entailed. I didn't remember if it was a quick follow-up or a longer appointment, and I could have just called them and asked, but I didn't. I just took the day off. And then, so I was like, okay, cool. And she has another one tomorrow that I'm taking a half day for. So I was like, all right, it's gonna be what it is. I'm gonna have to squeeze in a lot of work on the other days. And then this like last night, one of my aunts called me, and she left today to go fly back to our home country, which is Guyana, for a couple of weeks. And she called me at like 8:30, 8 or 8:30. It was like, hey, and can you take me to the airport? And I was like, oh, well, we gotta this appointment tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. And she's like, oh, it's early in the morning. I was like, well, the appointment's in the morning. She's like, no, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And so I was like, all right. So I went to bed early last night, but got a couple hours sleep, got up, took her to the airport, came back, got a couple more hours sleep, got up, and we had to leave our house at like 8:30, by 8:30, because really 8:15, because the appointment was at like 9:45 and it's about an hour and a half away. So yeah, so it's one of those days. I came back, I mean, it turned out to be a quick appointment. So I came back and laid down for a little bit when we got done. But I still had to like I had to jump on a meeting for work. I had to like jump on another call for work to get a project plan together. I had to jump on another call for work later to kind of talk that out some more, because it's like something they asked me to do but didn't give me any details on. And so now I'm just like trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it, because it's actually really hard and it needs to be done on Saturday. So good times. Anyway, I'm rambling, and I said I wasn't gonna do that. Actually, I'm gonna get right into it, because at least this first part, because I need you guys' help. And so before everyone gets bored and clicks away, I'm gonna show you this first thing, which I'm really excited about, and then I'm gonna ask you for your help. And so if you don't watch anything else in this video, watch this first part and give me your opinion, okay? All right, so what I wanna show you is this, that is finished. It is my Bridgerton expired blanket for my friend. All right, let me unveil it all dramatically. All right, you ready? Here it comes, back up. Ready? There you go. What do you think? I'm bring it a little closer so you guys can see it. So this is made so far with all big twist value in various colors. Going from like some jewel tone, deeper colors, and then kind of going out to some pastels. For those of you that didn't watch my last video, or last couple videos, this is for a friend of mine that asked me to make her a Bridgerton inspired blanket, and that is all the direction I got. I asked her who her favorite characters were, or her favorite couple, or like just to get a little bit of inspiration, and she said Kate and Anthony was her favorite couple. So I got colors that I feel like kind of matched like them, like how they were portrayed on the show, at least, especially Kate, because she wears like these teals and these purples, and then her wardrobe kind of lightens up as she falls in love and becomes Bridgertonized. That's what I hear. Actually, I did not watch that season. I've only watched the 3rd season. But anyway, that's kind of, and then the blues, from what I understand, Bridgertons were blue, so these are Anthony's colors here. So that was the idea. And then to get a bit of symmetry in it, I think I told you guys last time. Oh yeah, who's this calling me? Donald J. Trump is calling me. This is the 3rd or 4th time I've gotten a call from the ID says Donald J. Trump. The first time I like took a screenshot and I posted on my Instagram. I was like, he found me, guys. And at least one time they left a message or sent a text. I don't know if, I can't remember if it's a scam call or if it was just like, it probably was a scam. Oh, that's what it was. It was like, oh, here's your link to join a virtual rally or something like that. Some scam thing. It's just hilarious. Okay, so anyway, because I told you guys I like symmetry, what I did is, I'm going to show you. So I started with the darker colors. So this is a cake color, Anthony color, cake color, Anthony color. So that's 3. This one is in the middle. And then I made it so that it goes purple to teal, and then or like a purple shade, a green shade, and then on the light when it goes a green shade to a purple shade. So the purples are on the outside, the greens are on the inside. This blue is in the middle, the medium blue. So this is the dark blue. That's the light blue. So, because I always got to have a pattern and symmetry. That's what I did. I really like it. Here's a stitch. Here, actually, I'll show you over here, where you can probably see it better. I believe it's called the vine stitch. It is puff stitches and double crochets. Puff stitches are in like a it's not a chain space, but like a space made by skipping a couple stitches. So just interlocking kind of puffs that look like a vine. Very beautiful. It's pretty hefty. It's a good size. Very warm, which is great because it has been cold. Do you guys live in the South? It just got cold. Like, we turned our heat on today. Today's October 16th. I don't think I've ever turned the heat on this early. It's freezing. Like, my husband gets home at like 3 in the morning or 4. When he comes home and gets into bed, he like freezes me. And then so last night, because I had to get up, I left the house before he got home, and then by the time I got back, he was already in bed and asleep. And I got in and froze him. It was so cold. It was ridiculous. So we turned the heat on today. Like, we left and came back, and he was still, when we got back from the appointment, he was upstairs in the room. And I was like, it's freezing. I was like, yeah, we gotta turn the heat on. I was like, yeah, I'm about to go do it. He was getting ready to go downstairs and work out. Yeah, that's what he did. Sorry, it was a work text. Got it on my watch. Yeah, so it's cold. So yeah, perfect time to finish a blanket. Okay, so this is the part I need help with. So here's the blanket. Show you guys again, so you can see the colors. And we'll do it like this. Obviously, I haven't woven in ends. There's not a ton of ends. I don't think there's any ends in the middle. There might be one part in the middle, like one knot. But these big twist values are really good, at least so far. I've very rarely have come across like knots in the skein. So pretty much it's just the beginning and end of skeins that I have ends. So it's not a ton of ends. I guess 14. I feel like there's one spot in the middle. But anyway, I'm folding it up just so you can see like all the colors. I'm trying to make it so you can see the colors kind of all together. Okay, that's not very helpful. I don't know. Here we go. There we go. Okay, so those are the colors. I need obviously to put a border on here. I have 2 options. At first I thought I was gonna do like a black border, but I think black is a little too stark for the lighter colors. Like I can't see black against these lighter colors. So now I'm thinking maybe a medium gray. So I have a couple options I pulled out. Originally I was just gonna go with this one, which is a Craft Smart Michael. So this is before they did the branding change. I was gonna do like this gray. See if I can represent it like kind of alongside everything. So this gray, which I think is a good medium gray, that would kind of, it's not too dark for the lights and not too light for the darks. I guess it's coming out pretty good, yeah. There's this one, or this. I was just doing some cleaning up in my room and found this stuffed at the bottom, like at the back of my nightstand, is this gray, which almost is it's called light gray, but I feel like it's more almost a wheatish color. So I don't know if it might be too light. But I'm gonna do a border. I have not decided what border to do yet. So if anyone has any suggestions for that too, send them at me. I haven't even started looking at. I finished this not last night, but the night before. I stayed up late doing it because I was like, I'm so close. And I finished it. So happy to be done with it. I did measure it too. It's like almost, it's 48 by like 49 and a half. So almost a perfect square. Almost exactly 4 feet each way. 48 by 49 and a half inches, sorry. Which I don't know what that is in centimeters. I'm sorry, rest of the world. Yeah, what is it, 2.4 centimeters to an inch? So let me not lie to you. It's 2.4, then this is gonna be like 100. It's almost like 125 centimeters about square. But I don't remember what the conversion rate is, factor is. Anyway, so that's the decision. So you let me know. Am I doing light gray or whatever you are? Charcoal. To go with these colors. You guys, what do you think? Trying to get some more colors in here. I might have some other grays too, but I'm leaning toward this. I feel like a medium gray is a good compromise. I probably have some more that I can probably dig out too, but this is probably too light. Tell me if I'm crazy. Okay, so there's that. So that's a good, happy moment. I will have this hopefully very soon, completely done. Not in a rush. Oh, I should have brought it. I might go get, because I want to do, I'm not going to give this to her straight away because, so this is a good friend of mine. She has a younger sister who is also a very good friend of mine. And so I think I'm going to make, even though she didn't ask, I think I'm going to make her a blanket too, because I have some yarn that I was going to make me a blanket with that I think would fit her really well, the colors. And I'm pretty sure I know what I want to, how I want to do it. And so I'll show you guys next time. So I think I'll wait and I will make her a blanket too. And then I'll invite them both out to lunch and give it to them. So there's that. So there's that one. And then secondly is, you guys have seen this. I forgot to put, actually I did last time, put a stitch marker to mark where I was, but then it came out when I had to frog back a bunch, and then I forgot to put it back in. So actually here, I'm gonna put a stitch marker right now. This is my Filet blanket. I'm gonna show you in just a second. This is what I'm gonna focus the most on because I think I'm going to gift it to our friends that are gonna host this when we go to San Francisco in a couple weeks. So I need to get this done in 2 weeks. And I am over 2/3 of the way done. So I've added already added this. I'm using this Caron's guinea cake. This is the 3rd cake of this. So I think we're gonna go through this last cake and then I have another one. I have like at least 2 or 3 more. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna put a border on using one of those. Or if this gets big enough and I have enough to put a border on for the cake I'm using, I'll use that. But we're getting there. We're almost there. Like I said. So this is where we're at now. Let me hold it up. And for some reason I stopped in the middle of a row, so I'm trying not to. Here, I'll just take this out. So you can see the checkerboard design pretty well, which I like that. I think it looks great. I think it's awesome. Let me hold it this way so you can see it even more, like without my gray shirt behind it. So that's the full thing. I don't remember. I don't believe that I measured where I'm at now, but I'm just kind of like, so I work on this a lot when I'm sitting at this work desk at my job, like when I have a few minutes downtime. I hope my bosses never find my channel. My manager apparently used to, I never got the details on this, but apparently my manager used to own like a fiber company. And we were having like kind of a online, like Zoom kind of happy hour thing. I don't drink, so I don't know. That's what I think that's what they called it, like a little happy hour or just a get together. I don't remember what they called it, but my manager was on there and I was like, I was crocheting. I can't remember if I was knitting or crocheting at the time while we were on this call, just kind of yik-yakking. And one of the guys was like, oh, Zuri is so bored that, because all my coworkers are men, except for one. Well, she left. Well, her contract ran out, so I'm back to the only woman. One of the guys was like, Zuri's so bored that she's knitting. And I was like, actually, I'm crocheting, and, blah. And then my boss was like, oh, I used to own a fiber company. I was like, you did? And then because I work in IT and I work in networking, so fiber is also what they use for the cables that connect. It's called fiber, the cables that connect like routers and switches, and even like long runs, like cable, like for cable and internet and stuff, like those long runs that go like under the, like it's all called fiber. And so everyone, I thought he was talking about like a fiber optic cable. And they were like, you did? And then the conversation got derailed. So I never got to follow up with him and be like, what? So who knows? I don't know if he's still, I don't think he's super still back in the yarn business, but I don't know. He may find this one day. Hey, John. Anyway, yeah. So how did that, oh yeah, so this is what I do sometimes when I'm sitting at my desk, if I'm waiting for something to run, or if I've pinged somebody and I'm waiting for them to get back to me, or if I'm watching training videos, or different things like that. This is where I work on this project a lot. And so the reason I say that is because I have it sitting in my lap. Okay, you see, I don't think I can scoot that far enough. I have it sitting in my lap, and I can't get my feet up. So sitting in my lap like this, it covers my feet, is my point. I just got my yarn all tangled up in my office chair wheels. Wanted to undo it. That was such a terrible move on my part. My point is it covers my feet, so it's already good lap blanket size. Why am I saying that? Because I told you I hadn't measured it. I got so derailed there. I haven't measured it. I don't know how big it is, but sitting in my lap, it covers my whole, like it goes down to my feet, like from my waist. So it's a good size for lap blanket now. So I theoretically could stop here, but I'm gonna go a little further. I like to make them like curl up on the couch size, because that's what I like to do. So this would be a little small for me if I wanted to curl up on the couch. I'm smaller than both of the people that I'm gonna be giving it to. So yeah, that's where we're at though. I can't hold it back up because I got this thing tangled up. It's good. Oh, this has a pause now. Okay, awesome. Okay, hold on. Be right back. Okay, I am back. Excuse me. I just recently got a new phone. My last one I had, apparently it didn't have the pause feature when you're recording, and so if I wanted to stop, I just had to stop, and then I had to like stitch the videos together, and it was a whole thing. But now I can just pause it. That's great. Okay, so 2 more sets of things to show you. All right, hats. Did some hats. Are these not beautiful? Let me try to go in order. Excuse me. Can't stop coughing. I'll take a little break and come back. So this is a hat made with this yarn, which is I love this yarn print in the color After Dinner Laughs. And as you see, it's a dye lot sale clearance from like last year, I think. Yeah, because I didn't do any sales this year. So yeah, so this hat is a seamless linked double crochet hat. It was like the Bod Hat-a-Palooza hat from last week. I really like doing it. I never did the linked single crochet before, and I really liked it. But because it's linked, it came out tight. I even went up, because I usually, when I do bag o' day hat patterns, I use a 5.5 millimeter. And this time I went up and used a 6, and it still came out tight on me. So, and small. So, ooh, you see that? It's just a little bit. And then on top of that, she did a little something to like kind of, because you know when you do the seamless patterns and you just go around and around, it's a spiral, it's not a circle. And so she did some kind of little maneuver to even this out at the bottom here, but apparently it didn't work. I probably should have done maybe a couple more rows of like single crochet or something. Did I not? This almost looks like I didn't finish it. Is this the single? No, these are the singles. Okay. For a second, I was like, did I not go all the way around with singles? But I definitely did. But she did a little something, but apparently, like, you see how it's still kind of right here. Like, it doesn't meet evenly. So I probably should have, like, done a couple more rows of maybe another row or two of single crochet. And maybe it would have kind of evened out a bit, but I didn't. So I really love this colorway, though. I made a concerted effort to go kind of dig in my totes and use, like, some of the one-off skeins that I have. And so I really dug it, and I was like, ooh, I want to use that with other things. So I had a bunch left of that skein, and so I made this not herringbone, what's this called, houndstooth, this houndstooth hat. And I paired it with a black Craftsmart here that I have, this one here. So I paired those two. And I like it. I made it kind of big. I want to make it big, but even this I feel like is a little bit small, or a little bit tight. Here we go. This is that. Because I really like the houndstooth when it's kind of like black with like some variegated, because it looks almost like a little bit stained glass. But I feel like this is still a little bit tight, but I like it. Now I had a little bit more, so I just made just a generic beanie, double crochet beanie. And this one I purposely did make a little small, not super small, but I didn't make it really big. Like, here it is. So these are all, oh, that one, see, I love the way this one looks. I sent pictures of them to my niece, because she's been wearing crochet hats lately, and I was like, hey, do you like any of these? I feel like she'd like these colors and they look good on her. But she's 17. She's like, oh, they look kind of big. And I was like, I didn't want to be like, actually, only one of them's big, but she kind of, I could tell she just didn't like them. She's like, if I wear a hat, I'll usually wear a bucket hat. And I was like, okay, fair enough. I just thought I'd ask before I donate them. So these are going in a pile. I think I showed you this one too. This is just another generic. I think I showed you this last time. Oh, I didn't do the ends, which means I didn't wash it. Oh, man. I had another load of laundry to do anyway. It's just another generic double crochet beanie, but I think I showed you it last time. This is using the Colorama Ogo, and I have one more hat that I'll finish in like the Colorama Ogo, like this specific Ogo. I have just enough, I think, to finish that out, and so I'll finish that. And then I think we're ready to donate, because like I said, it is cold in Atlanta. And so I want to get these donated now before it gets even colder. I mean, it's like today, it didn't, like, it was like in the, like when we were driving up this morning, it was like in the 40s, which is like just unheard of for this time of year. And I don't know how warm it got. It never got really warm. Like, I gotta take my kid to soccer tonight, and I'm dreading it. Like, now I'm actually glad that he won't let me come to practice anymore, because I have an excuse to stay in the car and probably get a coffee. So there's that. And then the only other thing I'm going to show you guys is, I showed you last time, the sweater scarf that I am kind of freehanding. So we are going on this. I haven't worked on this as much because I've been trying to focus on these blankets, but I have been giving it some time. So I gave it some love today, and I'll probably give it a little more love today, because I'll probably take this one to soccer with me. But this is where we're at now. I think last time we had just kind of finished increasing, which is right about, let's see, here. I should mark where that is actually, so that I can make sure it's kind of symmetrical. My links are the same. My sleeves, I guess, are about the same. It's not Doesn't have to be super scientific, but you guys know me and symmetry. All right, so we are at about, I want to say 48 inches or so, if I recall. The idea with these, I believe, is that you are going to be able to like put on a sleeve and then kind of wrap it all around, completely around you one time. And then the other sleeve should be there. So it goes like around, so it's got to come all the way back around and then come out this like here. So this is where we're at. Let me see. Oh, if you guys can see that, this is kind of where we're at. It's got to like come around your shoulder, so it's gonna be a little looser than this. Kind of around the shoulder, and then around my back is right back around my back, and then come back for this arm, right? Should meet up for this arm here. So that's gonna put us at about halfway through, which I think is about commensurate with kind of the measurements I saw when I looked it up. They said it said like, you know, between about 60 to 80 inches. I think mine will probably be closer to 90 inches for a sweater scarf. So that's where it is. Like I showed last time, so I did the sleeve, and I fastened off, which I wish I hadn't done. I wish I just kept it as one piece and then just picked up the stitches on the side. But oh well. So this is just back row. This is ribbing, like just single crochet in the back loop ribbing, and then attached it. I did for like the sleeve part, half double crochet in the third loop for the sleeve to make these little ridges, but then I did not like the idea of doing that for dozens and dozens of inches. So once I got like kind of to where I want to join, once I joined, I started, because this is all back and forth, so then I joined, and now I'm doing or no, I'm sorry, I split. This was joined, so this is, you know, so this isn't seamed up, this is just done in a round, this part here. And then once I split, I went to just regular half double crochet. So the whole thing is just gonna be half double crochets, and that's it. And then once I get back to where I want ready to join again, I'll go back to doing it in the round. I'll go back to doing it in the third loop. And then for this part, instead of making a separate cuff like I did here, I'll do the continue, what's it called, the join as you go. I'll just do the join as you go for the ribbing. So I won't make it a separate piece, because I didn't, you know, I kind of started following a tutorial, but then I didn't like it. So this part came from a tutorial I started following, and the rest is just out of my brain. So once I really realized I didn't really like how she was doing it, I just was like, let me do my own thing. So then I reattached it and just kept going. So that's it. This is Scarfy in the color Steel Blue Slate. And I like it. It's gonna be very pretty, I think. And hopefully, I'm hoping to get this done in time for San Francisco as well, because I'll actually be I think I'll be in the Fairfield area. Not exactly San Francisco, but I think I mentioned last time, my project manager lives not far from there, Sacramento. And he was like, just giving me advice. And he was like, yeah, make sure, dress warm. It's going to be cold. I remember hearing that even years ago. I had a friend that did it was like a summer college program at, it wasn't Berkeley, but some college in the Bay, some university in the Bay Area, like there's not a UC San Francisco. I don't know. What's in San Francisco? There's a university there, right? Maybe not. But it was Bay Area, kind of. And she was like, she went in over the summer, and she's like, it was so cold. She was like, I didn't expect it to be so cold. So I've always remembered that. That was like 20 plus years ago. I don't know why I've always remembered that. But I have. And so I keep that with me. Bay Area is cold. And so we'll be going late fall. And so I know I'll be freezing. So yeah, that is what is going on. Next time, I might even make this video right now. Do I have time? I do have time. No, I don't have time. I'll probably make it tonight, where I'm gonna go through, because I said I'm gonna donate all my hats that I've been making. So I'm gonna do a video where we go through them all, just a little quick reminder. And then I will count them up, see where we're at, and then yeah, that's just a little fun thing we'll do together. And yeah, that's it. So I'll see you guys again. For me, it'll be a few hours. For you, it'll probably be a day or two. And yeah, we'll have fun looking at hats, and I will tell you a little bit about where I'm going to donate them. I actually need to double check. I should probably call that place and make sure. I know they take donations, but I don't know how, if it's like by appointment, if I can just drop them off, or if I like a Goodwill, or if whatever. But I want to donate them to foster youth. So this is a place that is kind of like a Goodwill for foster families, but I think they get to do their shopping for free. So that's really cool. They do like that kind of services. So that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, so you guys will see me really soon again. Maybe tonight for me. Anyway, until then, remember to please tell me, if you do nothing else, if you never interact with me again, tell me which of these I should use for a border for that blanket, which I don't feel like reaching over and grabbing again. It's now under some other things, but think pastels and jewel tones. Which one of these? Nothing else. If you never talk to me again, I'll be a little sad, but I will rest easy knowing that I made the right choice. So, okay. Until then, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Have a great one. Love you.